Hi guys, Melanie Pierce with Royal LePage Triland here in London, Ontario. I am sitting here with my friend Greg Baxter from Dominion Lending, and we're going to talk about the changes that are coming up in mortgages and finance. I would say
Sure.
It's a little wider than just straight up mortgages, maybe. That's going to happen on December 15th of this year.
Right, great. So I just wanted to talk about three of them really quickly. The first one being extending the amortization period from 25 to 30 years. And so they've changed that rule. It originally came out that it had to be a new construction, but they've changed that. So now it can be up to 30-year amortization if you are a first-time home buyer and you are looking to buy both a resale and new construction.
Okay, fantastic.
Right.
You don't have to buy both of them, but
You could.
either one.
Mel would help you out with both.
Sure.
Great.
Absolutely. 100%.
Absolutely.
100%. Okay.
Second change being that the insurable amount of mortgage has changed from $1 million to $1.5 million. And so what does that translate into? Right now, if you purchase a house for $1,001, you have to put 20% or more down.
Oh, I see.
Yes, and then that change come December will be 1.5 million. So if you purchase a house for $1 million, come after December 15th, you can put the 5% down on the first 500.
Okay.
10% on the balance up to $1.5 million. That's the second change.
Nice.
So reduced down payment, which is going to help a lot of people in that kind of luxury.
Yeah, that's a bonus to all those people buying big.
Absolutely.
Right.
And then the third change number 3, is in regards to when your mortgage comes up for renewal, your mortgage will not be stress tested. It's allowing competition, so the banks, when you renew your mortgage, don't have to stress test it. So no, if you move it to another lender, they will not have to be required to stress test it as well. So
that's great, because I want to shop around, and if they turn around and say only my bank doesn't have to stress,
sure,
then I'm locked in. Like, that's not cool.
And you like to shop around.
I like to shop around.
Yeah, Mel shops.
She doesn't. She really doesn't.
So those are the 3 changes that I just wanted to touch base on in regards to this go around. So extended amortization to 30 years from 25.
Question with that one.
Yes.
I'm doubling back, but that's okay as long as you guys are following. So my question is, you do the 30 years for the first one, you go, I'm going to go fixed 5-year, you get through those 5 years, and at the end of that, then you can renegotiate to 25. It's not like you need to be paying a mortgage forever, right?
Correct.
You can adjust any of that stuff as you go.
Correct. As long as you qualify for the mortgage, you could therefore reduce it to a 20-year end if you want.
There you go. So it's not like you're locked into the 30.
Not locked in.
Okay, very good. And then number 2 was?
Number 2 was increased in regards to insurable mortgage amount to $1.5 million from $1 million.
Yeah. Okay.
Number 2, and then number 3 is obviously allowing you to shop around, no stress, no test when your mortgage comes up for renewal.
Love that. And we used to say, before the stress test came along, I remember saying, my clients would say, the bank says I can go up to $1 million. And I would literally say to them, don't go anywhere that number. Like, provide yourself with a cushion. Look at what are those monthly payments are going to be. Make sure you can afford them. Because without the stress test, things can get really tight.
They can get really tight.
I used to make a joke out of it, and I don't mean to make light of it, but I'd say, the banks will have you eating at a soup kitchen. That's not exactly true, but just it's going to be really tight. You need to be your own stress test if there isn't one provided. Make sure that you can afford that mortgage. No one wants to be mortgage poor. You don't get a vacation when that happens. So,
and that's a great point. One of the things that when I'm meeting with the clients is I always talk about budget as opposed to what you can qualify for.
Right.
Because everybody knows their budget. If your mortgage payment, you can qualify for $1 million and you want your mortgage payment to be $1,000 a month, it just doesn't equate.
Right.
So we break it down. We know your budget. You get your monthly payment. Once we know what you're comfortable monthly with, then we forecast that and say it equates to this purchase price. So great point.
Yeah, and we all know what we can afford in the sense that we already know what we're spending. So when there is that adjustment, you can look at it and go, can we afford this? Are we going to be able to, buy groceries and pay our mortgage? And you can take off of what your numbers are now and go, okay, it's going to be, $100 more a month or $150 to own rather than rent or whatever that number is, and you go, okay, we can do that. Or maybe it's steeper. Maybe
and that stress test implemented there does leave a little bit of a buffer and helps people.
Yeah,
kind of
it
managing
actually
those.
was helpful. I mean, I think people were irritated by it because someone else is now just making decisions for you. But I know that when some of my clients looked at what the bank approved them for, they would turn around and go, my God, we could never do that payment. And you go, that's right.
Right.
So you have to be your own best advocate for
Yeah,
this.
absolutely.
So thank you for that.
Thank you, Mel.
You're
Great
very
seeing you.
welcome. You're very welcome. So if you have any questions about this, real estate, mortgages, whatever, our contact information will be down below. So we will talk to you soon. It is a beautiful day to sell real estate. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.